We got the rounding snaps to welcome in the elusive poetry. Welcome everybody for October's Poetry Slam. Give yourselves an early round of snaps and claps to get us going. You're excused, no worries. Thank you for joining us today. We have a collection of different styles of readings and rappings to start off with our poetry slam today. Best part though of Writer's Circle is getting to sit and listen to all of your wonderful in-depth words. And first on up to get us started is none other than Jimmy, the Jamster.
Jimmy Jam.
Jimmy Jams, come on up.
Hey, rock on, man.
Hey, hey everybody, I have this poem. It's called I'm a freaking broke rapper. It's about me being a poor rapper, you know, trying to make it big out there. I hope you guys will enjoy it. It's called I'm a broke rapper.
Alrighty, boy. Brethren.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit the drums drop back and rap. I wish I have gold like pure treasure, rapping over beats, mics and beats gives me pleasure. My rhyming madness has an ill skill. Yo, we know Irma Thurman can kill Bill. Yeah, Jackie Chan can't fight, he is pure kung fu. Everything of hip hop is all I know, yo. You know what I mean. Okay, so here's the second verse. Yo, the Sixth Sense, kick and see dead people. My Uncle Ron goes to jail, does things illegal. Freedom of speech is my flying eagle. My truth can glow just like a light. Mount Montreal and Edmonton, I want to see every sight. My bars are mine, yeah, that's all I write. The second verse there. And then here's the third verse. Or something like, yo, Ashley, I need to buy food, money from you, pawnee mine things is the only thing to be true. Scooby-Doo really can find every clue. I keep my rhymes really brand new. My rapping bars is now what I'm saying. Grand Theft Auto 4 is what I'm playing. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. Thanks. Next on up for our Poetry Slam, we have Rob St. Germain. Come on up.
So I got two poems to share. This first one's called Sanity. So it says Sanity. Sanity is hard to find, but it feels so good when I free my mind. I just like when I get a break, when I have all that I can take. I feel like a horse breaking free from the fence, life can be so very intense. It's a fight just to rise above, when people push and people shove. Life is so loud that it screams in my face, sometimes I want to flee the human race. But then I know where I find some peace, and body feels so much release. Maybe I can find it again, and get a break from all this pain. This is called The Long Journey. It's been a long journey to find who I am. I've been to hell time and time again. I've seen demons and angels cross my path. I felt the sting of heaven's wrath. I'll never say I have sin, but I felt the beautiful rain on my skin. I climbed the highest mountain peaks. I have been strong and I have been weak. I've been shot in the foot and stabbed in the back, and in the end I found the facts. I made mistakes and paid the price, but at least I can say that I lived my life.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you for those words and your writings. Appreciate it. Next on up, speaking of lovely words and writings, Cassandra. Come grace our presence. Ow, come on in.
All right, I'm Cassandra, and I have 3 poems for you today. The first one is called Traffic. The hum of traffic outside my bedroom window, soothing me to sleep. I wonder where they're going. Think back on the days when I used to drive. I was overly cautious, a Sunday driver, but I have driven long distances, all the way to Saskatchewan and back. Like a futuristic movie, the city lights pierce the night. Endless streams of rush hour traffic, everyone's so busy. These days I prefer to be a passenger, flinch when someone tries to pass me. For many reasons it makes sense not to drive. Cost is one of them. But I'm glad to have had the experience of being behind the wheel, although I have relinquished it. The season of construction is in progress, the hallmark of summer, a new intersection near my house. It used to be just a crosswalk, but now there are traffic lights. It's safer by far, easier to avoid a car. There has been controversy over bikes on the road. There have been several incidents of bikes getting hit by cars in the news. There are pictures of bikes on some traffic lights so people on bikes can cross safely. Listening to the traffic, yes, I get nervous when I have to cross. The soothing sound of machines moving from place to place at a steady pace. Look both ways, just in case.
Nice.
Good message in here.
I like the ending. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, thank you. Okay, this one is called Poetry. The spirit shines. Like a child, the poet delights in rhymes, delivering messages and developing a voice, concentrating on every word choice, appealing to a higher self for words of import, ending despair and searching for more, cultivating a meaning one hopes will be universal, paying attention to the terms of the word's dispersal. The way in which we explain a situation is sometimes through careful dissection, sometimes from the heart and without hesitation. And we learn to be pleased with our creations. The efforts of the soul to speak and find an audience that also seeks a deeper understanding is the key to growth, the path to hope, the spiritual reality. The sharing of emotion is a sacred experience. The application of rational analysis keeps us from being overwhelmed by our feelings and allows us to keep dealing with our own existence. The light of life is to discover one's own counterpart in another. Playing with thought made manifest, putting ideas to the test, meditating upon eternal rest, weaving together the symbolic strands of dimensions, celebrating our inventions. In the beginning there was the Word, and when you make yourself heard, you contribute to the world. Images like a flag unfurled represent our place in time and space. Our awakening to the collective consciousness demands emotional risk. Thank you.
You do both.
Or one of these. I don't know if anybody can do this one. This is old. This is old school.
That sounds one hand clapping.
Get that little, it's the,
Sounds like you're
no,
dislocating your
I know
hand.
it as the clickety clack. That's what my buddy showed me.
This is the last one. It's called Spiritual Journey. Purity of spirit, as transcendent as the northern lights, shines from inside onto the world. Obsessed with describing it, I falter. A vision in the night haunts my dreams like the gentle touch of beauty. The cold autumn breezes sweep the landscape, and I see you approaching. Struck by familiarity, I know I have discovered an undiscovered country. This reflection of heaven in a still clear pond, trees changing color and leaves falling. The encroaching winter has one hand on my shoulder as I try to hold on to the late summer sun. Soon the first snowflakes will drift past us and start to accumulate. We will be together, noticing the turning of the season. Witnessing the cusp of change is eerily familiar, a kaleidoscope of patterns that continue to comfort and bewilder, looking for the reason behind our meeting here. Although time's moving forward, we have no fear, watching scenes repeat themselves in the eternal moment. Conscious of being, but conscious of not being alone. Recognition of each of us moving in time towards one another. Another perspective begins as we start to recover, leaving that trauma behind, learning how not to suffer, arriving at nightfall without a care at all, metamorphosized.
Great.
Thank you, Cassandra, for your work. Next up, we have James Adamson.
Oh,
Come on up and
Yeah, James.
grace us with your beautiful linguistics.
Okay, so this one's called The Writing Sun, and all my poems are the glory of God and to goeth with love. Rising or setting, the sun has its glory. It is neither dawn nor dusk. It is the glory of a thicker path through the ozone layer and through the clouds. Life and death seem to perceive it. Mankind tries to hold it in its hands. Endless photographs that all look the same whether the sun is rising or setting. Paintings and interpretations of light, buildings and mountains come to life. Even better perhaps to clarify the topic, orange, purple, yellow, blue, green. Huge are scatterings of clouds, shafts of light. Mankind dances because it is beyond us. Love is on par with it. The mind is the fifth dimension to perceive it. Love and the glory of the sun recouple, and the rising sun is thick with romance. A winter's day, a summer's day, in all its glory is celebrated by the rising sun. It is captured in and by our kisses and hugs and affection. Like the moon, it is clearly a gift. Like a rainbow or the victory star, it is clearly not just imagination. 5 circles on a winter's day. The snow as white as the sun can make it. Then the time that the sun angles along the horizon, 3 months up north, a more common aura, the most treasured of common life, a jewel handed to us like 12 hours, straight from God's hands, sitting cradled in his palm. A light to get us through the dark either way, a life to help us see death, so that death is defeated in our rubescent hearts. Can we run fast enough? Should we stand still? As children we point and tell others to see. The first smile you will ever know, that life is fleetingly ours forever. That ends are beginnings and beginnings are endings. Throw a boomerang or a spear, catch a bird or a mouse. Watch the spirit and bacteria and know that eternity is in everything. That's the first one. This one's called Winnipeg Prairie. Moving away from a flat line doesn't change its features. The vastness of the prairies isn't visible by way of the horizon. They are the inspiration for believing the earth is flat. Even the oceans seem to curve from end to end. The flat land seems to embody mystery. They are wilderness of intimate glory, grasses and small flowers, a world of insects, a place where oceans of beings reigned, their only terror breaking an ankle in a gopher burrow. Europeans jealously wiped out such creation. Monoculture spread like a disease. Breeds of grain staying ahead of blight and mold. A place where you could almost see God's hands move the clouds across the sky. The featureless feature is ingrained in the mind. The birthplace of introspection, the age of Aquarius, a mind that can't be killed, the singing simplicity of the lies of ownership of the land where no echoes live. The art stretches on like sound, a wilderness that teaches direction love and animals can see, hate tamed into perceiving the land, a respect as deep as human existence, a world of blithe assumption, where doubt dies on the tongue as we try to hold a handful of dirt, throwing it into the sky as if we created something. Death is caught in the mischief as of a coyote, frozen in the jaws of a wolf. Wolverine moon among the spiritually powerful. Badgers can almost make us hear their growl. Birds of the visible spectrum live. The dome of the sky is warm like a hat. Bird feathers adorn our hope. The clean purity is not sterile. How many cities live on a line of ink magnified? How to honor a place looked upon where the horizon divides life and death? What spirit must we strive for that must live above a flat line? A seed drawn as if in the soil. How do we say it is alive? What depiction of existence frees us from striving to fulfill it? Buildings are puny compared to our world. The spirit land is our ability to walk upon it. The great gray owl flirts with a snowy surface and disappears like a grand and silent collapse. Letters empty inside seem to honor this land, a part of a struggle to place the spirit in a drawing. Yet how to elicit an endless side-to-side extent, putting a circle in a square, or honoring life by merely living it, striving for peace and accepting that the land outdoes your feet in a stream or river, watching the spirit live. So this one's called Winnipeg Great Grays. Their faces look like psychedelic spirals, eyes like 2 suns in the sky, yet they have pupils like rock and roll. Their wings are featured to reduce the sound of air drag. They blend into the trees with their gray feathers. They fly to other planets on cloudy days. Their heads move like a dance pieced together over time. Vision into the spirit world always helpful. The death of their prey is instant. The slightest movement is heard precisely many meters away. The atmosphere has 20 more layers than we're aware of. It rocks and sways like the sea. They slipstream through time, defending nations against war machines. Like the killing use of a killer whale's tail, their spirits move through the air. Their thoughts open torrents of rain. Their wings connect us to the universe. Even the grim reaper confers with them. Fledglings seem to learn all at once. Awkward and ungainly, suddenly they disappear. Life is raised to a higher level in one swoop. They have a sense of humor about the sun. Jokes are shared like a good friend. Wisdom is like waves of time. Gravity lifts them higher like a reverse lead center. They will move high-rises for God. Plucked from the city, they will spin like flying wilderness. Dancing on the joy of a child of God. Mountains are formed as they near their prey. Trees are the beds they dream on. Souls of death try to stop them, but that catches them in prisons of branches. Evil can no more break a branch than bars of iron. They are screened out effortlessly. The sound of their cooing is the sound of silence. Looking at them spreads calm like a grand pebble on a pond. Life is always beginning. Affection is on the tongue. Patience is the joy of a parent. The world is changed when we try and see. Change in the heart of love is always for the better. The beauty of a being that fights for the heart to see love in action. Thanks.
Next artist is to read, and we have the lovely, the talented, the vivacious Mama C. Come on up. Lend us your words of wisdom. And
Hi. I'm Mama C.
Hi, Mama C.
So,
My name is Selena Clemens, and I dedicate this to my sister Yvonne. The first part of this is a folklore song, and I just want to share it. It's an African folklore song. Mama, where are you? Mama, where are you? Mama, where are you? They told me that you came this way. That you came this way, that you came this way. That you came this way, that you came this way. Mama, where are you? They told me that you came this way. Father, where are you? My father, my father, where are you? My father, where are you? They told me that you came this way. That you came this way, that you came this way. That you came this way, that you came this way. Father, my father, where are you? They told me that you came this way. Brother, where are you? My brother, where are you? My brother, where are you? They told me that you came this way, that you came this way, that you came this way. that you came this way, that you came this way. Brother, my brother, where are you? They told me that you came this way. Sister, my sister, where are you? Sister, my sister, where are you? Sister, my sister, where are you? They told me that you came. They told me that you came. They told me that you came this way.
Not just my solo.
That's good.
I have seen you, but where are you? When you were just a moment away, I saw you. I touched you. The air was so still when you went away. I feel you. I understand you. So many teachings we shared. We were taught the laughter, the love. It lifted us up and it caught. Your spirit is close. Your soul is quiet and deep. Your love endearing in the never-ending horizon I see. Your eyes are in the universe. Your soul is loud and clear. Your spirit is now a part of me, and I forever will hold you near.
Thank you.
Good job. Yeah, that was awesome.
This has been a perfect poetry slam. A great way to show just such a variety
Well, I haven't gone
of
on
work,
yet, so.
a variety of work that we have present in our community and group, and awesome. We have one more, folks, to let us end off this round of poetry, and we have Andrew. Come on up, share some.
This is about mental health, mental illness, and everything in between in that category of thought, I suppose. I'd like to dedicate this to Alfred Adler. He's a psychoanalyst. He's a good read. I recommend his books. This is called A Close Encounter with Mania. I read it last week. Self-medicated madness, sobriety, insanity, hospital beds, late-night poetry, crying in broad daylight, solitary confinement at night. I can't explain life. We can talk nonstop for days. And then, an ocean of nothingness, no fire, only embers and smoke. Sometimes life is meaningful and glorious. The next moment, your existence is simply a bad joke. You look at the problem from 1,000 different perspectives, then you crawl into a ball and don't even bathe. You operate knowing full well your limitations, then feel like no box can contain your thoughts. Can't contain your sadness, can't contain your rage, can't contain your desperation, putting every trivial thought you have onto the page. The situation changes as you age. If you're lucky enough to grow old, your mental health is sold. The payment is wisdom, which obviously comes at a price. This is literally, like, I haven't practiced guitar in probably 7 years. I just picked it up for this. And I probably have like 500 originals, but I forget how to play all of them except this one, so. I watch ideas as they float away. I grow my beard, I learn from groups. I misbehave, I rake a dart, I smoke a leaf.
never will we part. You know my name, I know your address, you know my postal code. Everyone has a number, size 14, universe supreme, astronomy, go to the party. Thanks.
Excellent. Well, that concludes our Poetry Slam for October. Give yourselves a round of those snaps and claps, everyone.